Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am very excited for today's video because, one moment please, I have the new Dyson Airwrap. I don't do a lot of content on here for Dyson, but this year, 2022, I am a Dyson ambassador. So this specific new Airwrap styler was gifted based off of my contract with them this year. So this video isn't sponsored. I just want to show you how I use it on here. Everything to do with Dyson and my ambassadorship is over on Instagram. I've only used it once before and I did it kind of in a rush. So I'm gonna be going from this air dried frizzy looking hair to this. So if you wanna know how I did it, then just keep on watching. The first thing that I noticed, if I can get the lid off here, hopefully this is in shot. Yeah, the color is beautiful. I think mine is like that magenta kind of color. Is it? Shoot, I don't even know what color my original one is. Anyways, I've had that one for a year and a half and I love it. I absolutely love the Airwrap and what it does to your hair. I feel like it kind of went a little bit more viral in the last couple of months, especially with TikTok. But this is literally like 2 weeks new to the market. So looks the same. I think the biggest difference that I've noticed in the one time that I've used it is that it only has one barrel for both sides. So you can see up here at the very top, there's a little arrow and you just twist this little knob at the very top back and forth and you don't have to actually change the barrel to go different directions. So that is the biggest difference and honestly the best difference because it was kind of annoying going back and forth with different barrels to go different directions because personally I like to go different directions with my curls. If you want to go all one way, power to you, but if you like to have a little bit more of movement and texture in your curl, this is a lifesaver. So it has the two sizes still. I like to use the bigger one, so I'm going to keep that out for now. It has the brush smoother attachment, which we're going to use as well. Tend to use this when I don't have extensions in my hair, which I have volumizing extensions. So this is my hair length, but I just have half a pack in, so genuinely not even that many extensions at the sides just to fill out my hair. So I like to use this when I don't have any, just for a little bit of volume and that bounce. So we're not going to use that one today. Obviously you have the main tool, which we're going to have to use. There's, oh shoot, what's the difference between these? This is where I should probably know this. I don't know what the difference is between these two. I'm trying to like look through. There definitely is. There has to be, right? They both go back and forth. One has orange dots on the bristles. And then another main difference in this air styler set is I believe this is the Frizz Tamer, which I think there was some complaints with the original is that you get a lot of bounce and volume and curl, but sometimes because of the air blowing, if you have a lot of baby hairs, postpartum hairs, you can get a little bit of frizz. So I believe this is the Frizz Tamer. I've not used it, so we will find out. Let's just start with the smoother. First things first, I'm gonna put some stuff in my hair. I did take a shower this morning and then I had to do some drop-offs with the kids. So this is my hair fully air dried with no product in it. So I'm gonna take this one, which I've been using for like a year and a half now. It's the Kerastase Youth Revitalizing Blow Dry Care, and I put it on the ends of my hair. Then I bought this in Florida, so back in January, and I've been using it maybe every third time I wash my hair. Color Wow Dream Coat. We're gonna put that all over my hair. We're gonna get right into it. Again, I do have extensions, so however long this takes me might not take you as long if you don't have extensions because naturally the moisture just holds a little bit longer. There's more hair to go through, so keep that in mind. I'm gonna split my hair in half for the first section, which we're using this little contraption. It's the one with the orange little ball things on the bristles. I'm gonna put the actual name in text above me so that I don't embarrass myself completely, but I'm gonna use this one and I'm really gonna just concentrate smoothing out my hair because as you can tell, I have like a natural wave. So this is just gonna help smooth it, give a little bit of volume at the roots, starting on the bottom half of my hair, really going in at the roots and curving at the bottoms. I'm not worrying about fully drying my hair here. It's really just more smoothing out every section. Okay, you can see already it's a lot smoother than this side. There's a little bit more, obviously, moisture, a little bit more movement, where this side has well, it's a little bit drier and smoother, and that's the whole purpose to this attachment, is just to really smooth out the frizz, because the barrel that does all that big bounce that you see all over TikTok, Instagram, social media in general, you need to have a smooth base to start with. If you have a kink in your hair, it's just gonna look a little frizzy and not like a perfect curl, if that makes sense. So do take advantage of the smoothing brush, because that will just enhance the overall finished look. Okay, you can see how much smoother and silkier my hair looks before we even start with the main part of the show. So the reason I do this, and my hair is about probably closer to 95% dry, there's still definitely a lot of moisture in it. Whenever you do a quick blow dry, I feel like your hair still has moisture that is undetectable, if that makes sense. Like if I was to do 2 French braids right now and leave it in for an hour, I would have full-on beach waves. Like there's still easy movement in my hair because of the undetectable moisture. Doesn't make sense, but it makes sense, trust me. Anyway, so because I have dampness more so at that top part of my head, this is where this bad boy comes in. So I'm using the larger barrel that this comes with. They also do make longer ones, which I think they're gonna send, because I do find my hair is a little bit, like I'm at that borderline. Like I have medium long hair length, like it's to my boob area for reference. And I feel like this is just, I can get away with it if I do just inch thick pieces, but obviously if I had the longer barrel, I could do thicker pieces, which obviously eliminates time. I know some people complain about the frizz and that it falls out quicker. The main thing being, you need to really dry your hair. I feel like you can't just go right onto this with like 50% damp hair. Like you really need to be closer to that 90%, because it's just a heat tool with air. So you wouldn't take a curling iron or a straightener to damp hair. It's to curl it in a safer way, which is using air instead of full-on plated heat. So either blow dry your hair, let it air dry like I did, and smooth it out, and then go onto the barrel. These are all little tips and tricks just to really get the full value of this, because it is expensive, but also to show you that it really does work if it's done properly. Okay, we're gonna go into the first layer. Take a brush and just make sure everything's nice and smooth, no tangles, especially if you have extensions. You just pop this on. This is a one and done. And remember, I showed you at the top here, if you want to change directions, you literally just have to go back and forth. So I obviously can't talk while I'm doing it, so I'm just going to talk during, a little voiceover, if you will. I'm going to take inch thick pieces of hair and always around the front of my face. I say this every time. I like to go away just because I feel like it frames it nicer. And then from there, I go back and forth with direction, again, staying with that inch thick piece of hair so that it stays in the air wrap. Hold your hair about 3/4 of the way down. Let the air wrap literally wrap it around, and then let go and pull up. You don't need to go back and forth like you're playing a violin. Literally just keep it up for about 8 to 10 seconds. And the most important part about this is to use the cold shot. You're gonna see right at the top there, it's the biggest button and there's a blue dot. Hold it up there for 10 seconds, 10 Mississippis, and that's just gonna secure the curl and hold in place. So we have one side compared to the side that's not finished. I'm gonna take a hairspray just to secure it. I'm not pinning. If your hair is longer or even finer and it doesn't hold curl as well, definitely pin each one in place just for extra reassurance. But because I have that coarse strand, my hair naturally has a wave, it tends to hold curl a little bit better. I'm not gonna touch it, I'm not gonna brush it through, I'm just gonna leave it, and we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. Okay, we have layer 1 done. Layer 2 is gonna be more the sides, and then layer 1 is really just like this section right here. So it's kind of like 2.5 sections, to be fair. But if you have less hair than me, you could definitely do this in 2. If you have even thinner hair, definitely in 1, if you just split it into 2 sides and just do a couple on each side. But do the same technique. Wait till your hair is about 90% dry, smooth it out, and then make sure to hold for 10 seconds in hot, 10 seconds in cold. Spray, let it set, and then if you want to brush it out or separate it with your fingers, that's the way to do it. I'm gonna do my second section really quickly, which is literally identical to what we just did on the bottom, and then I'll come back whenever we're at the top section. Okay, I'm feeling very glam. This is very bouncy. Don't worry, it does fall about, I'm gonna say like 25, 30%. We're gonna move on to the top section. It's getting a little warm in here. Also, this is the cutest little lilac cardigan, oversized cardigan. I got it at Asda. It's not linkable. It was like the last one. It was £8. I'm so sorry. But if you're like me and you like creams and beiges and oatmeal kind of shades and you don't want to spend money on colors, just find that sale rack because last season can come through for you. It's kind of up to you on how you want your hair. So if you want it still down and you want it to be like long, continue what you just did for those other 2 layers. If you want a little bit more lift and it to be like pushed back and you don't really care about like what it looks like in the front, like you just want it big and voluminous, have it go this way, the barrel. So instead of me showing with my finger, you're gonna wanna use it this way. If you want it down and, you know, uniform, then continue going this way. So we're gonna go from the top, so I'm gonna have to like squeeze down here, go from the top and then go down. And this is where you could definitely pin it on top, but you can already see it's a lot more voluminous going that way because you can literally see the height. If you're just to go like out and in, it would go a little bit more down of a curl, where this is like up there. I'm gonna do a final spritz of hairspray just to, you know, lock it in place. Then I'm also gonna take some dry shampoo just in the areas that like part, so just my middle section and a little bit around the front parts of my face. I always feel like doing that just removes any lasting bits of moisture, especially in your partings. And then lastly, you can skip this part, but I like mine a little bit more piecey and not so perfect looking, so I like to take a texturizing spray. This is the Oribe Dry Texturizing Spray. Love it, keeping it more on the mid to bottom lengths of my hair. I mean, I could go on with the defrizzer little thing, section compartment, and do the top, but I feel like it's actually not that bad just because we really smoothed out our hair prior and then the hairspray. So that part's up to you. I'm gonna leave it because I'm happy with this. I like a little bit of movement in my hair. I can literally see like steam going in front of the camera. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope you enjoyed. I'm honestly really enjoying the new and improved Airwrap styler. I think the power is incredible and I absolutely love that the barrel has an interchangeable direction airway, if you will. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and press the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!